Well, hello and happy Saturday. This is the 4 p.m. solo show, and we're just going to spend, I think the show will be about 45 minutes. So if you have something to do or somewhere to be, don't worry about it. We won't be long. If you have to leave in the middle of it, that's okay too. I'm just really happy to be here with you all today. And some of you have been doing your homework with and some of you won't even know what we're talking about, but you're going to be doing your homework if you haven't done it already. And it's really the exercise is about how to know where your mind lands most of the time. And what do I say when I say how your mind lands? What I mean by that is, where does it spend the most time? Thinking about. What does it think about most of the time? Is it a positive thought? Is it a negative thought? What is the thought? And so if a lot of you do this with me, we're going to be able to change your life in quite an amazing way. So we're going to do that. I'm very sorry to be late, everybody, but I'm going to turn the camera around because I'm going to show you this little guy. Can you see him? Let's see. There he is. Sort of, you can see him. You can see the back of him. So as you know, and I don't have my headsets on right now, so forgive me for that. Let me just make sure I don't knock all this over. I don't have my headsets on yet because I just kind of got started, and I'll be pulling those out in just a minute. But I was supposed to go on at 4, and this rooster shows up at my doorstep, and literally, not my doorstep, at the front of the gate, and he jumped up on top of the gate, and he appears to be a leghorn, which is what Nugget is. And by the way, you know, I got Nugget the same way, just showed up. Now this rooster is about 4 months old. He is absolutely adorable. I have 7 roosters already, so I don't know how I'm going to keep him. But on the other hand, if somebody let him roam around in this Las Vegas heat, I'm just plugging myself in. If someone walked around and left him in this Las Vegas heat to get away, the bird was nearly, I think, 15 more minutes and he wouldn't be alive. So, I don't know if I should give him back because I just don't like that. If you're going to have a pet, you have to take care of it, just like anything else. Relationship, plants, pets. Everything needs care, watering, feeding, and loving. So he's sound asleep on my desk right now, on my sound equipment, all places. But I put a little blanket underneath him, and he is so cute. About 4 months old, just like Nugget was when he found me. But how do these birds know? I live a little bit in the middle of nowhere, and I have, neighbors, but not many, and they're not like right next door to me. They're quite far away, and they somehow find me. I don't know, but I don't know if I'm going to give him back unless the person shows up at my door wailing and gnashing of teeth, because I think that if you're going to have a pet, you have to be able to take care of them. And if you can't, you have to be a big enough person to say that you can't, and then let somebody who can do it. Now, I'd have to build him a new pen because he would be rooster number 8. But he's sound asleep right now. He was so exhausted. He drank a whole bowl of water, ate a whole bowl of food, and now he's just sound asleep. Precious little thing. I'm going to try to hold him before the show is over. He's so tired he won't even run away from me. But anyway, that's why I'm a little late, and I hope you'll understand. Now, let's see who's here. I'm all plugged in now. Ethel, hello, you're new to me. Annette Hobson, nice to see you. Brenda Miller, Augie, good to see you. Sherry McDonald, Eldonna, oh, poor girl, she's been suffering with shingles. Apparently, there's a new shingles thing going around because I'm seeing a lot of it on Facebook. I think stress exacerbates it, but I know it's very painful, and I'm so sorry. Hey, Kathleen Anderson, Ray Arthur, we have a dude in the room. This is really good because Ray, as we talk about stuff, and I always like to have a man's point of view. I grew up with a single dad, so I tend to sometimes think like a man, but I am a woman, so I have dual sensibilities about stuff. And for the most part, was raised by a single father. So love when our men pop in and say, now wait a minute, because we're not here to do any, bashing of any gender. What we're here to do is learn how you think, so that if you're thinking in a way that can be changed and enhance your life, then let's do that. I think that is the really fun part. We'll have a few laughs along the way. All right, I'm going to be getting you up. I'm by myself, which I very rarely am. And I have to say, it's not so bad, but guess who will be home tonight for dinner? Dora. She drove across the entire country, and she is going to be walking in the door at dinner time. So I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, so I'm on my Facebook page over here. Hey, Francine. Hello. Rola is here. So I am going ahead and I'm just going to see what everybody's doing. If you did your exercise with me, and I know a few of you did, and if not, I want you to watch what we're doing, and I want you to do this exercise because it's super easy, and it's a really good way for us to find out where that mind of yours is landing most of the time. And then we will turn that around. Sometimes it'll be a good place. But if you wonder why your life isn't going exactly as just let's put it this way. If your life is going in a place where you just don't understand, like, how did I get here? Or, that kind of thing. Or how come things always kind of fall apart for me? Or why can't I stay in a relationship? Or why? There's a million of them. We're going to address that because it's all fixable. And it's all changeable, I like to say. The word fix is not one of my favorites because it implies that you're broken. And though I think we have broken places inside of us, I do not think we are broken. Sometimes we feel like we're broken, but we're not. We are in, let's see, what's the word that I would like to put to that? We are in, not flux, but we're in shift. We're in a shift. And shifting is really uncomfortable. But I am a firm believer that things don't happen to us, they happen for us. And so when you adopt that mentality, you realize that the disappointments we have in life are not always just there to disappoint us. They're there to teach us something, and usually something really valuable. And once you get your mind around what that is, it's a lot easier to let things go. But let's figure out how you're thinking. Now, those of you who did the exercise with the sticky notes that I told you about, where you had sticky notes all over the car, your office, your bed, your kitchen. If you are out there and did that, please let me know. I'm going to go ahead and check to see who is checking. And Stephen Edwards, I did get your script, and I am going to read that. I haven't had any spare time because, as you know, Dora was gone, and I'm not really used to doing all the things that she does for me, and I did my best. I made some mistakes, but when you do your best, then that's all you can really do. So I try not to beat myself up over that. I think I did a pretty good job, and for those of you who didn't think I did a very good job, write me. We'll work it out. Okay. Hello. Somebody said they like my ring. This one? It's pretty, isn't it? It's a prize today. We're going to give away prizes towards the end of the show. So this ring is a one-size-fits-all. It's beautiful. It's stretchy. Bam. So I can wear it on pretty much any finger. And I tend to wear rings on multiple fingers. I just like that look. So that is a giveaway today. We have some really good giveaways. Oh, Shanna Marie did it. She said she did the sticky notes. Barb Kevern, did you do the sticky notes? I think you said you did. And Susan Hirsch, where do I get a cat Dana? This is the pirate cat Dana. Or as Todd would sing, yo ho, a pirate's life for me. And I've actually kind of gotten used to it. But this is my pirate cat Dana. And I think we have 10 left. And I'm not even sure they're listed yet because I've got to get on the website and kind of see what's what. But you can get them at catcosmetics.com, C-A-T cosmetics.com. And you can pick out any color you want. And if you buy two, you get one free. So it's a really good thing. Oh, also, please bear in mind, we do have a sale going on. And it's the code for it is We Care, the checkout code, WECARE. And you enter that and get 25% off your entire purchase. We have flat rate shipping of $3, no matter how big or small the package is. Okay, Brenda McFamily, you're showing me, oh, you're putting my website up there. Thank you, that is great. Hey, Kimber Sissons, it's good to see you, and hello back to you, beautiful. Julianne Golden, thank you so very much for the beautiful angel heart necklace. It just arrived today. I really love it. It's my favorite. I love it because it's 2 angel wings folded up, and they look like a heart. And I just love everything about it. Okay, Stephen Edwards, are the Cat Danas unisex? Yes, they are. And you want to know something? So much so that for my men's line, see, right now it comes in a package that shows me all the ways you can wear it, but I'm going to make it a new campaign for it, for the men too, and it's going to be called a mandana. So we're working on that design right now because for Christmas we are launching our men's line, and that will be the mandana. Digo Man Balacho, what's this? Giving this testimony because I want everyone... Oh, how do you stop these? I want everyone to, because I want everyone to benefit from this too. Contact Mrs. Adam on WhatsApp. She will teach you how to make trading in bit. Okay, so it's still talking about Bitcoins. I know nothing about Bitcoins. Me and Elliot say hi. Hello, Lindsay Joe. It's really good to see you. I've got my computer over here, so I'm taking a peek. All right, so those of you, let's do this first, because then the rest of you can see how this works. Me and Elliot say hi. I'm saying hi back to you. Barb, I'm giving this testimony. Oh, she's talking to Barb. Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, Kathy Winkler. Hello. I'm urging you to get on the plane, and you know what I mean. Get on the plane. You know what? Walk out on a skinny end of the branch, girl. I mean, really, what's the worst thing that can happen, right? The worst. Get on the plane. All right, you know what I mean by that. And I'm looking forward to that. CJ will be happy on a man's line. Yeah, I know. A lot of guys would like to see something other than, like pretty writing and a fluffy packaging, but we're going to take care of that, and we're launching at Christmas. Okay, Tammy Christ, sorry for your loss. Thoughts and prayers are with you. I think, that's Linda Factor talking to Tammy. Thank you for holding each other up through some really hard times. All right, so here we go. I'm going to look in here. Tony Wade, we've got guys in here. Okay, so let me tell you what the exercise was. The exercise was that you keep the sticky notes everywhere. In your car, because you'll put them on the dashboard. In your bedroom, because you'll put them on the headboard, on the nightstand. In your refrigerator, because you'll stick it on your refrigerator. And what we do is we stop ourselves several times a day, and we say, what am I thinking right now? And it is random. What am I thinking right now? Or if you're feeling something, it's not the feeling I want, it's the thought. I want to know where your thoughts land. Because whenever I ask somebody, how does that make you feel? They always tell me a story. And I'm like, no, not the story, because I want to know how you feel. It's a big difference between what you're thinking and what you're feeling. So what you're thinking, of course, does direct your feelings. But let's just get to number one, because if we can figure out what we're thinking, then we can figure out how to change those thoughts. And once you change your thoughts, you change your perspective. And once you change your perspective, you change everything. Life changes. Because for no other reason that nothing else changes, because you just change the way you're looking at things. So get your sticky notes out, girls, because we are about to figure this out. So I'm a little behind in it's lagging really bad. Going to get some sticky notes. I suggest that. They're the easiest, so that's why I really like that. Now let me see. So, oh, we have a troll on here. Okay, I'm going to block her. No, oh, I almost blocked Tracy Sanders. Let me block this girl first because I don't want her as a friend and I want to block her. So let me do that. Block. All right. In the old days, I used to call that smoting somebody. I used to call it smote because in the Bible it says that people were smited. So I hit the smote button just now, and then it says, do you want to confirm? Oh, yes. I don't want anyone spamming my people for anything. So here we go. She's blocked. Love it. I've had to block only, let's see how many. I'd say in 11 or 12 years that I've been on Facebook, I've had to block, it looks like about 30 people. And why do I block people? Well, because they're inappropriate and they're a drag and they don't help themselves and they just want to lay everything out on you and not do anything about it. So I have to block them because we don't have time to waste. And at some point I might unblock them, but that was just that girl staying unblocked because she's selling something. Okay, so let's do this. Who? Let me get back to my Facebook page now. Go to Newsfeed and go to Catherine Hickland, and there I am. And we're going to do this. Okay, so get your sticky notes out. Get your headset out too, because I might try to bring you on if I can. And if not, I'm gonna respond with you back and forth in the message. So it seems for the most part, oh gosh, on the computer it goes by really fast. My block list is so long, some of them are relatives. Toxic people are toxic people, related or not. True. Because, if they want to get back in your life, then they have to know that there's certain things that are just unacceptable and inappropriate to say to each other. We don't accept that. Thank you. I am devastated. I know this will help. Tammy, I'm not really sure what happened to you, so I'm going to have you say that. Christian Paul, I don't think I'm on your Facebook list. Okay, so we'll do something about that. All right, here we go. So, how many people did the sticky notes? If you did, put a check mark. You know where that is? A check mark so I can see it. Or send, how many people did the sticky notes? Let's see some hearts. The heart sending up lets me know it's like a big yes. A loving yes. Let's see how many people did that. Hey, Janice Gifford. Hi, Brenda. Peggy Delgadillo. Welcome. Let's see. Diana Sullivan. Okay, so people did it. All right, so let's see. Who wants to go first? Just put yes in your name, in the thing below so I can call on you. Say yes under your name, and then I'm going to see if I can possibly bring you on. Danae Combs, did you do it, I wonder? Because Katie Long, did you do it? Wendy Stern, did you do it? Did you do the Marianne de Leon Matthews is watching? I would like to bring you on camera, but I'm hoping that you did the exercise. Did you? I'll come back. Sharon Cleland, Kathy Winkler, I could bring you on. Did you do it? Barbara Hammond, he probably heard about you. I don't know what that is. Barbara, I know you did it. So I'm wishing I could bring you on. But do me a favor. Hi, Judy Lloyd. Hi, Janie. Okay, so your heart is amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know what? I can take no credit for it. Michael Mesmer, my dear friend, how are you? One of the best hypnotists and magicians. I love, love, love everything about you. So, Michael Bullinger, if you keep this rooster, it will 8 be the most you've ever had. I did not intend to have 8 roosters. This is just, they just show up at my front door, and what am I supposed to do? I mean, look at him. He is just as precious as it gets. Can you see him? Am I getting him on there? He's hiding. But, I got to tell you, he's a little love monster, and you know how much I love monsters. and he's just about 4 months old. He's a leghorn for sure. I would like to find him an excellent home if I could, but if not, then he's going to be number 8. There you go. I love roosters. Roosters are gentlemanly. They would take a bullet for their girl. They let everybody eat first. Yeah, they're just what I like in the man-woman realm. Laura Caccioli is watching. Lori was my other hairdresser on One Life to Live, and she's from New York, but she lives in Florida now. And I love when she talks with her New York accent. And Lori, I remember everything you ever said to me. And I just want you to know, some of the things that you said to me changed my life. So feel really good about that. I miss you very much. Hairdressers always love to give us advice, and sometimes it's the best advice you'll ever get. Okay, so Barbara Hammond, let's start with you because I know you did this. Is Dora here? Oh my gosh, is she? Oh, I saw you say, Dora Elena Fernandez comes home tonight. I get my life back. I'm so excited. Plus, I just miss her so much. Barbara, I was surprised at my sticky notes. Okay, tell you what, Barbara, do me a favor, just so that I can get them. Can you go ahead and just type a couple of them real fast, or copy and paste them? Oh, you can't. Just write them to me in a PM. I'm going to go over to my private mail in Facebook on the computer, which is right next to me. And so you can send them to me 1 at a time, 2 at a time, but I'd really like to see that. Anybody else who has sticky notes that did the exercise with me, I'd like you to do the same thing. Look at your thoughts, type them out, send them to me at my private message here at Facebook. That is going to be the fastest way that we can do it. Unless I'm able to bring you on camera, which it's really very sparse today. Okay, so Barbara Hammond, anybody else who did your sticky notes, write them down, type them, and send them to me in my Facebook Messenger, and then I'm going to be able to read them, and we're going to get to the good stuff here. So here we go. I'm going into my private messenger. Let's see here. You know, it's funny. Someone's asking me about ECT treatments for severe depression. I want you to know that I'm going to be actually getting certified in that because it's very powerful. So soon, it'll take me a few weeks. All right. I'm looking for Barb Hammond. Hold on 1 second. That is a there. So Barbara, I know it's going to take you a second. Barbara Hammond. Okay, here we go. Politics a lot. The fires a lot. My cat is so sweet a lot. These are things she wrote on her sticky notes. The gift certificates going on Monday night's show, and we are going to have a ball on that show. I have giveaways today, but we're going to give away stuff on you and Francine Lobner and Patty Hughes on Monday night. Okay. All right. Yeah, I have been swamped. Okay. This is one on don't let it. Okay. Politics a lot. Can you write down what you were thinking? Politics. You know, when you thought about that, what was it? I'd like to see that. I see you're typing to me right now. I have to say that politics have been a huge hotbed for people. People just can't seem to have a discussion, and that seems so odd to me because everybody has a right, and people are militant about their sides. Now, I have a definite side. I don't talk about it because it's my business, and when voting day comes, then I will vote who I feel for, and so will everybody else. But there's nothing more amazing than sitting down and having an adult discussion about politics if you can stay away from getting into that heated overwhelming feeling that you have to be right. Now, Barbara, I'm not saying that that's you. I'm just saying that's how most people get. So when people want to talk about politics, I really would rather avoid it. I don't like to argue unnecessarily. If a person believes what they believe and I believe what I believe, then we both have the right to that and not to take it from away from the other person. But that's been making people completely miserable. So I don't talk about politics on the air because I want everybody to have a free will choice, and I want everyone to exercise that free will choice without arguing, because we need to come together, not be more divided. That's how I feel. And so, I do have a couple of friends that disagree with my politics and mine with theirs, but we don't go there. We talk about politics in a really, really, really adult way. They're not trying to sway me. I'm not trying to sway them. It is just out of pure curiosity, I'll say, I just have to ask because it's hard for me to understand. I'm not looking for an argument or a giant debate. I'm just looking to understand. And we can do it. So if we can do it, then so can a lot of other people. So when you think about these politics, the fires, okay. When you think about the politics, what do you think about? Ticked off at leadership way too much. Okay, so that tells me where you are standing, and that's fine. Long for meaningful discussions. And that's so great because I think we all long for meaningful discussions. But if you're afraid to say something because you're afraid you're going to get bushwhacked and jumped on, you're not likely to say how you feel about something, no matter what it is. Politics, relationships. Remember, what I'm saying, take the best and leave the rest, because not because I say it makes it so. But meaningful discussions come from intimacy. And intimacy is simply trust. It's like knowing that you can say, this is who I am. I'm a work in progress, but this is who I am. And I'd love to tell you my secrets because I need somebody to talk to. And then maybe we can have a meaningful discussion. But if you feel like you're going to get slapped down, if you feel like you're going to get ferocity in your face, then you're not going to be honest. You're not going to have a meaningful discussion because it's a safe place, a meaningful discussion. It takes that thing to know people, someone's safe to talk to you, and you are safe to talk to them. So that just comes with intimacy and discussion. It's hard to come by, but it's because people don't understand the concept of remaining calm. So that is kind of like, that's the little answer to that. What else am I saying? Ticked off at leadership, long for meaningful discussions. You're typing some more, and that's really good. I think we don't trust that we will be listened to in this arena. It wasn't always like this. No, it wasn't. But, things change and we have to change with them, or else we're fighting against the tide and it's exhausting and you'll drown. And so, if it makes you feel good to march in something, then do that. But here's the thing. The only way we can make a difference in anything is to vote, and that's as much as we can do. I'm appreciating all of these thoughts, Barbara, because they're honest, and but there's a certain amount of woosah. Remember the letting go of stuff, because the only control that we have over any of that is casting the vote. That's it. And we can't control what people think or say. We can only control what we think and say. So it seems to me that you are, let me guess, let's see. And I'm not judging you. Okay, so I think it looks like politics are the main thing that cause you angst, right? Am I right about that? You can type yes or no. Your cat makes you happy. Pretty simple stuff. I like that because, that's, hey, this rooster's sitting on my desk right now. Let me show him to you one more time. He's starting to chill. He's starting to chill, and that makes me happy. He's asleep on my desk. He has no threat. He knows he's safe on my desk. And when people want to talk to me, I always want them to know they're safe. But I have to feel safe too. So it's a two-way street. My sweet kitty showed up in my thoughts a lot too. Had to let go of things I cannot control. And you know what? That's true. We can't. We cannot control the things that the only things we can control are what comes out of our mouth, what comes out of our mind. And so when you realize that you spend so much time thinking about politics, I know it's important to you. Obviously, I'm seeing that in your sticky notes. But also, you know, do your part and let go, because so many of us have had to do that in the past. And you know, I have feelings about it too. And of course, you know, I want my candidate to win, but if he doesn't, then I will be accepting of whoever it is that becomes my president, just like I have, you know, in the past. It's the only way that I could find peace and happiness and not be grinding my teeth and everything about whether or not my candidate wins. So it's may the person that the people choose, and who you choose, you have to choose. You have to do your part. And then after that, you kind of have to just go, and I've done what I can, and let them fall where they may. And realize that if we support whatever president, I've prayed many times for a president I didn't want, but that's because that's what we're supposed to do. And it's another way of letting go. So a lot of fear involved with this particular election, so we have to stay out of the fear zone as fast as possible. Writing it down, you say, helped because I didn't know how much time I was spending there. Yeah, isn't that interesting? It's interesting because that's what this whole exercise is about. Because these things cause us feelings. And when they cause us feelings, we need to know why we're having those feelings. And the only way we can know that is to know where that mind is landing. So it's interesting because you seem to land between politics, and then your cat was kind of like your equalizer, because she created the joy where you had angst on this side. So that's good. That's really good. I know that because I can be absolutely flipping out of my mind over something and walk outside, see my chickens, everything is well. I have a strange rooster sitting on my desk. I'm so thrilled he's not out in the heat and about to die, that the simplicity of this little thing right here, this little guy is just bringing me so much happiness. And you realize really how little we are in control of. Just do your part. But I'm happy that you realize how much you've been thinking about that, because it can really make you, it can make us hysterical and, you know, snappy and bitchy and grouchy. So, yeah, singing and animals, because you are a great singer, Barb. Barbara Hammond, you're a great singer. And if there's one thing I know about singing, it makes you feel joy. So, and no one, we don't have to wait for someone to hire us to do it. We can sing anywhere, anytime. I used to sing, Debbie Gibson and I used to be really good friends in New York, and we would meet for lunch all the time. And she'd be like, oh, listen to this song I've been working on. And she'd just start singing the song at the table in the restaurant, coffee shop, nice restaurant, wherever we were. And so she'd say, try the harmony on that. Or you take the melody and I'll try the harmony. And we would just sing in the restaurant, sitting at our lunch table. And, you know, it ended up making other people around us feel kind of cool because, you know, they were hearing some beautiful harmonies. We didn't care what we looked like. We didn't care what people thought. We didn't do it loud so people could still have their conversations, but it made us happy. And so music does that. So I think that what you should do is sing as much as you can between now and the election, and find that's your happy place. I really believe that that's your happy place. So there you go, singing and animals, and you have both, a gorgeous voice and animals. All right, anybody else? Let's see here. Let's see. I'm going to take you into I'm going into Janie Hickok Seiss. Okay. Politics and the immorality of the current occupant of the Oval Office. Patience with my staff. Take a breath. Take a breath. They have stresses I don't have. All right, I like that. Desire to retire, but fear about how that looks depending on the election. My Social Security is part of the financial plan. Anger about COVID. Life is on hold. No band. No Maui. Oh, because that's your place. Stress equals emotional eating. Okay, everyone that's been out there doing some emotional eatings, send up a heart for me right now so Janie can see how she is not alone. And by the way, I'll send one up myself because food is my drug of choice. Let me see if I can find a heart. Oh, yes. Yeah, lots. You know what? It's most of our drug of choice. Most of us are not on drugs. Most of us are not alcoholics. And there's no judgment on either. But food is our drug of choice. So when we are scared and when we are stressed, then we eat stuff we're not supposed to and lots of it. And then what happens? We gain weight and we feel bad about ourselves. So that is really a drag. And I'm going to say I gained about 10 pounds during this COVID. That's a lot on my frame. But I know I'm going to get it off. I know that. I've done this many times. And until then, I'm not going to beat myself up. And there will come a day when I'll say, I am so sick of myself in this way. But I love me, and I'm going to do this. I don't care if it takes me a long time, because the longer time you take to get it off, the longer it's going to stay off. I have friends that are on these diets and they're losing 20 pounds, 30 pounds, but guess what? They don't work unless you plan to do it for the rest of your life. So take your time, find a plan. When you feel like you're ready for it, then nothing will get in your way. But love yourself through your pounds you've gained because, they're only bothering you, really. Right now, I'm not on a TV show. I don't have anybody snapping at my heels and about losing weight. So I'll get it off. I always do, and so will you. So will you. In fact, I'm thinking about doing that, creating something where we do it together because I think that would make it a whole lot easier. And then we can share with each other how we're doing it, what we're doing, and and share ideas with each other, which I think is great because losing weight is you always feel alone when you're doing it. So we will share that and we will get it off. So I'm going to go back now that we've addressed that because you know what? You're beautiful no matter what. And that is the truth because I happen to know you. All right, so let's see. Anger about COVID. Okay, we got that. Desire to retire but fear about how that looks depending on election. My Social Security is part of the financial plan. You know what's funny? I was thinking about that too because if I wait till 66, then my Social Security is really good. And then I can work as much as I want because if you wait till the full term, you don't have to be careful about how much money you make doing something else. Now, we all earned our Social Security. It's there. I mean, I hope it's there, but we earned it. Part of me is like, well, just take it now. But if I take it now, I can't work as much as I like to work. And I'm going to be going back on tour next year. And that's where I really make good money doing that. So I don't want to be restricted on that. So I'm going to wait till the 66. And have faith there, Julie. Because you are a lawyer, so you're really smart, and you understand things a lot better than the rest of us do. But we, again, can't do anything about what might and might not happen. I believe we're going to get it. And, Screen Actors Guild and AFTRA, which are the two acting unions, they merged a couple of years ago. And I didn't want that merger, but because I work in movies and I worked in television. Now, I made most of my money in television. And The healthcare program with them was really good. And so it appears that the merger, the AFL-CIO was involved, and they took our money. I don't even know what else to say. And they're getting rid of health care for actors when we paid into it for all these years. Frances Fisher is doing, the actress is doing all she can to save it, but that wasn't in the plan. And then the word is they're going after our pension next. Well, I have quite a pension from my acting career, so it really does concern me, but what can I do? I can show up at a meeting, I can sign petitions, I can be involved in this lawsuit. Those are the things I can do, and not much else. Yes, it concerns me a lot, but we're not there yet, and I try to stay out of not going where we aren't yet. I don't want to jump into the future. And unless there's something I could do about it, I don't want to do that, because that scares me, and I don't want to feel scared. I don't want to feel afraid. So for me not to feel afraid, I have to stay in the moment. Right now we have our pension. Right now we have our Social Security. I know, when the election comes, you vote for who you want that you think is going to help you with that. And that is as much control as you have. You are allowed to disagree with me, so feel free to do that on my private message. Let's see. And the desire to retire, for me, only comes from knowing I can still go to work. So I'm going to wait the extra year before I do that. Because if you wait, I understand that you can work as much as you want to. Impatience with my staff. Take a breath. They have stresses I don't have. Oh, I have had some horrific, employees over the years, and the last ones before Dora about did me in. I never realized there were such terrible people in the world, and people that are there to do you harm, and they come as sheep in wolf's clothing. So you have to, and they're good, because I'm really good at reading people, so they said everything right, and I hired them, and I ended up getting ripped off for quite an enormous amount of money. And I was sick over it. I was sick over it, because I just didn't understand how people can be without a conscience, and I didn't understand how anyone could do that to me, because I'm good to people. I am really good to people, and I give people a lot of chances. Well, I'd say I give them 2. Third strike, they're out. You have to be that way. It's hard to be a boss. It sucks to fire people. It's terrible. Sometimes you have to take a step back. So your staff is letting you down, and I'd love to know if you've had talks with them about it, because people can't read our minds. And if not, why not? Were you afraid? Did you think something was going to happen? Are the labor laws really tight in where you live? I think you live in California. I get what you're saying. But, that's worth more exploring with you. So right now, I'd say that you are, and your trip to Maui's been canceled, and that's your yearly thing that you love to do. I always look at your pictures when I see them on Facebook. Life is going to return back to normal. And I, for one, cannot wait, because there's places that I like to go and do. And I miss it. I miss my life the way it was. I do. But I have found things in this life that I'm living right now, because I don't have any choice, to embrace. And maybe I will embrace it forever, and maybe when COVID's over, I'll go, okay. So now I'm going to go back to doing this. But I've learned a lot being locked up with myself. And, there's some things that I think weren't as important to me as I thought they were. So that's valuable. Remember, things don't happen to us, they happen for us. And so there's been a lot of love that I've received from doing these shows with you. And that has filled my heart. and doing the show with Todd has really filled my creative self. And doing shows like this with you, furthers what I think is my purpose in life. And some of the things that I know are from life experience, over and over maybe, and how I fixed it and changed the way I think. And some of it is just the changes that I make is just knowing that some people that come into our lives, like the people I was just talking about that worked for me, they came into my life to teach me a valuable lesson, that you have to dig deeper than what you just see or what you feel on an immediate, and not to let your needs override your good judgment. And that's a big one for me, because I am very open. So I had to learn the hard way not to let my needs override my good judgment. That has been my big life lesson from last year. Haven't figured out this year yet. I love what you said. You've created a wonderful community on Facebook filled with supportive folks, uplifting energy, and given us all a place to gather while we can't engage in our normal activities. I am happy to report that my patio has begun the gathering place for my friends, and that has been wonderful. And my 5-year-old grandniece spent this past weekend with me at long last. My nephew, niece-in-law, and her little sister also came over for dinner. So, that's really good. So you see, so good stuff does happen. But you are an attorney, and you're a tough attorney, which is what you have to be to get to where you need, which is to win cases. So you have to be kind of careful you don't drag that into your personal life, I think. Right now, I feel like you're experiencing a little more angst than joy. So now that you're aware of what you're thinking, Janie, now that you're really kind of seeing where your mind lands, ask yourself if these things are true. You don't know the answer to those. Is it true that my Social Security is not going to be there for me or going to be massively cut? I don't know. What can I do about it? Vote. Other than that, you really can't do a whole lot about it. So that requires then for you to let go of some of these thoughts and find your happy thoughts, because your happy place will bring you happy thoughts. Remember, I talked about the transduction triangle, and I'm going to do that again for everybody right now, because in case you've forgotten, I want you to know how your mind works. And Barbara Hammond, you're finding joy in your cat. And I love that, because I find joy in all of my animals. I wish I had a big fat pen. Here, I found one. Okay, so remember this. You might be seeing it backwards, of course, because, but let's pretend you aren't. Okay, so your thoughts. Sorry, my handwriting's bad. Your thought, just today, your thoughts are at the top of that triangle. And where's that go, right? Feelings. Goes into your feelings. Sad, happy, scared, frustrated. Anger is a big one. And you can be sad, but the natural inclination for the next step of healing from sadness is to get angry. It's an easier emotion to deal with. That's why. So you have your thought, which you're seeing on your sticky notes, right? And then that thought is traveling right down to the next point of the triangle and creating feelings of anger, sadness. You could have happy feelings, sad feelings, scared feelings, full of fear, and frustrating feelings, and that can really be, just as bad as all the rest of them. Thoughts, feelings, and they travel to this side, over here, and they they turn into physical manifestations of these feelings create a physical manifestation. Headaches, backaches, stomach aches, all stress and fear related. And stress will kill you. So you have to really be careful about what's going on up here. And that's why I like this exercise. So what can we do when this happens? We can be awake. We can be aware. We can say, oh, so if I change this or adjust that, I can actually come down here and have maybe a happy thought or a peaceful thought, right? You can control that. It's all you are in control of. So be in control of it. So if you change the thought to have a better feeling, then when you go over here to your physical manifestation, your body's relaxed, your neck relaxed, you breathe, you woosah, woosah. Or, you realize that you feel better when you have a better thought. And then you go up here and it starts all over again. But when you look at what you're afraid of, you can change those thoughts. You can only be angry about stuff for so long. With some people, that's their happy place, but it's really not. It's just their comfort place. So that is the big deal about changing thoughts, because that's the how you do it. You decide you're going to do it. You're going to decide to do that. All right, so I'm just going to look to see if either one of you had anything more. Please let me know if I'm helping you at all by sending up a heart so I can see. Losing RBG has sent many of us into despair. RBG. Am I missing something here? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is. Losing. Oh, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, of course. Yes. Horrific. However, 87 is not a bad run. And the fact that she battled cancer for the last few years and still lived and still inspired and still, paved a way for us, the women, in the world. I suspect perhaps you're thinking about that on a political level too. So, again, can't control it. And that which we can't control, we kind of have to realize that and let go a little bit. But the sadness of her passing is most definitely there. I mean, she was a very loved, well-respected by both sides of the political party because of the simple nature of her being a complete inspiration to us as women. Let's see, Barbara Hammond, I'm going to switch back to you. Okay, singing and animals, thank you so much. Yes, as pat as it sounds, staying in the moment is essential to your well-being and what's going on in this moment. We're here together. We're talking. We're learning something, maybe. We have a roof over our head, food on the table. And last night I was with somebody that does not have a roof over their head. Feeding themselves is, it happens, but the guy works. He's doing his very best. And yet, that no roof over the head is horrible. Nowhere to take a shower. Believe it or not, try to get into a shelter when you're a guy, even if you have a wife and a child. They'll take the wife and child, but sometimes they don't want to let the guy in, the man of the family in, and it's very hard. So, when I see things like that, I realize just how fortunate that I am, and the only thing, and anything can happen at any time. Look at what happened to the people in the Great Depression. I mean, you have to just be okay and know that you will pick yourself up and make it work. Take the fear out of it, because you are all amazing and strong, stronger than you think you are. You're doing better than you think you are. Staying in the moment will allow us to be grateful for what we have and not think about what we don't have. Now, this is easier for me to say for those of you who feel like you're about to lose your apartment or your home or something like that. And those are extreme circumstances. But something is going to happen. How do I know that? I'd like to be able to tell you. I don't know. What scares me sometimes is like when I listen to the news and they talk about things that I'm like, oh my God. The only thing I want to know is that I'm home safe with my husband if something happens. And then I caught myself in all the fear-based thinking, and I went, this is today in the car. And I went, well, I am going to just be with where I'm at right now. Right now, I'm on my way home in the car. I'm driving home to talk to a bunch of really fantastic people on Facebook. Who knew I was going to have a new little baby in my life over here? And, Dora's coming home tonight. And I have a roof over my head and chickens in the backyard. I'm going to focus on that. That's going to be my focus. And it got me immediately out of the, oh my God, that feeling is the worst. So, being in the moment is everything. It's everything, because we don't know what tomorrow brings. We sure knew what yesterday brought, right? So today we stay in the moment, and tomorrow's problems will take care of themselves. That's the best way I can explain that. I am not being glib or flip. This is just simple. Let me see, I've got some more people in here. Okay. Yes. Okay, so I got that. Okay. I'm a civil rights attorney, and if the court swings, this is still Janie. So many things are at stake. It's bad timing, and the Republicans are already manipulating the situation. Very distressing, and we must vote. Okay. See, that's your feelings. And you want to know something? Whether I agree with those or not, I respect that those are your feelings. And I do. You're a smart lady. And you can have those feelings all you want, because they're yours. But stay out of the anger zone as much as you can, because that's not going to solve anything, and it's going to make you sick. And so, you have the thoughts. And these are your fears, and I get that. The acronym for fear is what? Let me see if I can find my board. I know that this is one of my favorites, and I know some of you may already know it, but I'm going to say it anyway, even though it's backwards. Oh, look, the rooster stood up. Okay, so here it is. Fear, because that's, you have the fear of what you consider to be total reality. And who knows, maybe it is. All right, let me do this. I'm writing the acronym for fear. Okay. God, this has helped me so much. Okay. Here it is. Now I know it's backwards, but do your best with me here. Hang in. F-E-A-R. Fear. The acronym for fear. False evidence appearing real. And you know what makes that happen? This. How you perceive it in your head. Now maybe that's going to happen, and maybe it's not. All right, what your fear is. But you're already jumping into tomorrow. Who knows? You may get your candidate. And then you get to see what happens, So, again, that's a stay in the moment thing. Most of the things we're afraid of never happen anyway. Let's just wait and see. That's kind of how I feel about that. And Janie, I respect your intelligence and what you do so much. So, again, I'm not being glib with you. I am just telling you what works for me. Okay, let's see here. We have one more. Barbara Hammond. Thank you so much, Kat. Sometimes I forget my CBT and need to try again. Staying in the moment is important. I am very blessed. I have a gratitude jar. You know, there's an exercise that we could do, and it's really interesting, where you have to come up with 100 reasons to be grateful. And, you know, after about the first 20, 25, 30, you're like, out of gratitude. Just like, I can't come up with anymore. And that's when it requires you to dig so deep and to think about the smallest things. The smallest thing. Honestly, I'm grateful this rooster wandered into my life. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I don't have anywhere to put him. I'm maxed. But he makes me happy to look at him sitting on the end of my desk. He's asleep, and it makes me happy that I was able to provide peace for a little being in this world. And so tomorrow, what will I do? I don't know. But tomorrow isn't here yet, and I'll figure it out in the morning. So that's what I'm talking about, staying in the moment. I'll figure it out tomorrow. Okay, so we're going back in to see if there's any more sticky notes. Then we're going to have fun and play games for prizes. Joshua, Sticky Notes Project, only did 5. Number 1, I affirm not to engage in unnecessary drama. Yes. Life gives us enough drama, and we have to deal with it. But unnecessary drama, no. You're going to just tell someone, thank you, but you got to take that somewhere else. I'm maxed out. My goal is to be happy, and that's not making me happy. So good for you, because you do not ever have to accept unnecessary drama. Ever. Someone needs to give me a good reason why you have to do that. 2, I promise to love myself today and realize I'm a child of the universe. Number 3, love and light is God's compassion and strength. True. Number 4, today I choose kindness. Excellent. Number 5, animals are a gift from God, so love them. Joshua Dixon, good for you. Good for you. And I do want, and did that come from you writing down thoughts? Or, it's a wish list. Nothing wrong with that. Goals are important, and I love them. So thank you for sharing. Mark and Kathy, Gans. Okay, that was about driving Todd crazy last night because she won again, and it was very funny to watch. Oh, okay, I'm coming to, let me see, I don't want to miss anybody. I'm trying to go into, there we go. Let's see. Danae is saying, don't drop the ball. Stay out of the fridge. Post-it thoughts, just a few. Stay out of the fridge. You aren't hungry. You're upset. You know what? You're frustrated more than anything because you miss your life as you knew it. We're going to get that life back. I have all the faith in the world in that. I tend to believe that collective consciousness thinking with a bunch of different people is very powerful because it's all energy, and I have thought it from the beginning, and it's not just because I'm an optimistic person, which I am, but I just feel that we are going to get back to maybe not exactly normal, but I think we will. I do. And so I'm going to say, put an exclamation point on that. The food situation is everybody's issue. My brother's lost weight since this, and he didn't need to lose any weight. And I look at him and I think, but me and my 10 pounds that I've gained during this part, I've gained 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds in my life and gotten it off because I had to. This time I'm going to get it off because I want to. There's nobody cracking a whip on me, and I'm going to get it off. And I will figure it out. When I do, I'm going to share it with you, and we're going to do it together. So that is how I feel about the weight. But I appreciate that you have feelings about this that you're writing down. I wonder if this medicine will ever work. I'm not sure what it's for, Danae, because I don't quite remember. But if it doesn't, we're going to move on to something other medicine, because medicine is that way. It's not one size fits all. If it doesn't work, then back to the drawing board, and you do it until it does work, whatever it's for. Not feeling this place today. Not feeling this place today. Drained. Yeah. You know what? That was me last night. I went to bed and I was crying like a baby because my back hurt, my feet hurt. I haven't had a day off in a month, and I'm working 14 and 15-hour days because Dora has been gone. I also come up with 6.5 hours of content every week for a show, and it just all hit me all at once last night. And when I got in bed, it felt so good, but my back really hurt because I've been standing on my feet for 14 and 15 hours a day. I haven't been able to eat just because I wouldn't get the work done. There's been times I felt a little resentment about that, but you know what? I had to let that go because it's nobody's fault. And I can have that, but who does it benefit? Not me. So last night I was just so grateful to be able to lay down in a bed. Oh my God, I'm in a bed. My back is feeling, I have a heating pad under my back. I've got my husband next to me. This is kind of like, I've got animals. I had a chicken on the bed. I had a chicken next to me. I had a chicken on the other side, a dog, and 2 cats on the bed. And I thought, just leave me here. I'm good. But drained I felt. And I am drained, but I'm getting better. I slept last night really well, and I slept the night before, and I'll sleep tonight, and I will undrain myself. So when you're drained, it's okay to just accept that. Just accept the fact that you are drained. Make friends with it. And say, I see you there, misery. I see you there, pain. I see you there. I feel you there. Frustration, sadness, self-loathing, whatever else you're feeling. I see you. I know you're there. And I'm not going to fight you. I'm just going to make friends with you, and then you have to go, So I think the fighting all these feelings is so exhausting. It's part of life, but you have the ability to feel it, really feel it, and let it go. You have the ability to do this. We all do. But I feel for you because that drained feeling is terrible. So this too shall pass. That's for sure. Danae says, I've always struggled with my weight, and so it's up, down. Most women are like that, and when you get into menopause, it's like, oh man, who took over my body? I never had this, I never did that. Again, be gentle with yourself. Do what you can. This too shall pass, if we decide it will. My husband is bipolar and has PTSD. It's up and down. Now that's something, because that isn't in your control. You see what I'm saying? PTSD is really scary because you feel for the person who has it, because imagine being them and being out of control of your mood. It swings this way, and it's just watch out, because it could be a mild or it can be a full-blown, wow, this is scary feeling. Bipolar, I don't really think that it gets much worse, because until you get on the right medications to even yourself out, they're still going to have days that are really, really hard, and then that means you're going to have days that are really, really hard. So getting him on the right medications is key. But what I feel like you're thinking right now that's taking you down a little bit is, hey, who's taking care of me? Because we can only take care of people for so long, and we need to have that balance and have someone take care of us too. So that's what I'm feeling when I read that. So what can you do? I'm going to give that some thought, because this is serious stuff. And I'm going to write you back, because I think that's a lot on your plate. And the one thing about stuff is that, I can do, how I get through moments that I want to be in, is realizing that they're going to end, and realizing that I can do anything for a certain amount of time. I can do anything for an hour. I can do anything for 2 hours. I can do anything for a week, a month, a year, whatever it is, as long as I know there's an end to it. I can do anything. That's when I know there's going to be an end. So what is really a little bit frustrating here is that you don't see an end. You don't see a way out. And there probably is help, but I don't know what it is yet. And so I don't want to give you some light-hearted answer, because this is a big deal. So let me do a little bit of research on that. I'd like to be able to find you a support group. And even though I'm not a group person, you know, when you talk to people that are going through the same things you're going through yourself, and they can say, listen, when this happens, this is what I do. When this happens, here's how I deal with it. Because I'm not in your shoes, I'm going to find people that are. And I want you to have a support group. So let's work on that. Okay, going back in. And thank you, Danae, for sharing that, because for all of you, it takes a lot of courage to do this. And yet, it's, you know, it's very important, because you have to change where your mind is landing the most when it's causing you to lose sleep, or, you know, overeat, or harm yourself in any way, you know. Okay. Tracy, what's this? Tracy Sanders, you're really interesting because you're very funny and you're very generous. And I know you struggle with some things, but you remind me a little bit of Carrie. And you do have a great sense of humor. And thank God for that, because a huge sense of humor gets us through a lot of stuff. Now let me see what yours are. Let's see here. Okay, I'm getting that. 1, you're a mess. 2, you need to get it together. I hope that you're not talking about me, although some days I could say that about myself. So if this is about you, you're a mess, that's your thought. How do you undo that? In your mind, what's the answer? We have answers inside of us. We so do. And then we have great people that can help guide us, you know, to a more gentle place for ourselves. So I would really like to know, you need to get it together. How about we change that language? That is really big. We say things that we have no idea the power of the word. Now, the power of the thought is really big, but the power of the word is insanely powerful. So when you say, I need to get it together, I'd rather hear you say this. I'm going to get it together. I'm going to get it together. I am getting it together right now. Claim it as if it is already here. And then start thinking about what that would take. Write it down. Don't keep this stuff in your head, because then the rolling tapes start and you just get down on yourself. Get the paper out. Get your, I don't care if you get a pad that looks like, you know, something like this. It doesn't have to be fancy. Although I like to invest in my thoughts. So I have journals, but it doesn't have to be. And I don't just journal. Like, today this happened. Oh no, I go there. So, you know, just a spiral pad will do. But I want you to start thinking about that, what that would look like. How to get it together. What would that take? What would you do? And if you do something, then what would happen? And here's the 3 questions. What's the worst thing that can happen? Write those down. What's the best thing that could happen? Write those down. And can I live with that? Can I live with all the things on these lists? And the answer to that is usually yes. So it's just fear. Fear is the base of all negative thoughts. So what I want you to do is get Get all of you that are doing this, I want you to get it out of your head and get your thoughts on paper. If you want to call it journaling, great. For me, it's just thought, whether it's good or bad. Get it out of your head so those looping tapes don't get made. That is really important. Tracy, I have all the faith in the world in, as I do all of you. But I know that you can do this. Barb Kevern, here you go. Hello, Barb. Good to see you. All right. Most of mine had to do with sadness and prayer. Interesting. Also, thankfulness. We're on a lot of my sticky notes. Okay. I'm on your sticky notes? Is that what you mean? I like to be on someone's sticky notes, unless they have a little doll and they're putting pins on it. I don't want to be on that one. But thank you. I'd love to feel that I could be a small part of someone's healing, or whether they can't sleep, or they, whatever they feel that they need the most help in. Sadness. All right. So you're going through some stuff. With a family member, I see. It's private, so I'll keep it short. Yeah, we're allowed to feel sad. We're allowed to feel sad. Sad is sometimes an extremely appropriate feeling. And sometimes when I'm feeling off about something, I do ask myself, is this true? Is what I'm thinking true? Is what I'm feeling true? And then break it down. Why is it true? But you really got to get to, is it really true? That's the thing. And then, what I like is that you added to that sadness and prayer. Now, most of us we weren't taught how to pray. We were doing the, God is great, God is good, let us thank him for our food. That is how we learned to pray growing up. But I like to pray as if it's already here. I like to thank God for the fact that the answers are coming. And I always, when I wake up, say, Dear Lord, thank you for another day of life, and don't let me miss a trick. That is really how I pray in the morning, because I want to make sure my eyes are open, that I see the gifts, that I act on the gifts, that I share the gifts, and not just ask for things, but thank for the things, and to expect a miracle, because that's the promise, so we can expect miracles. I've seen so many. Someday I'd love to share that with you, because I work in a prison ministry, and oh my God, I've seen so unbelievable many prayers and miracles answered. So pray as if. Thank him for the fact that it's already here. That's a prayer too. That's not begging God for something. I mean, he knows what your needs are, but have faith that those needs will be met, and speak it as if it already is. That is effective prayer right there. And feeling the presence of God. Thank you, Barb Kevern. I got that. I'm going to go in for, let's see, got Janie, got Barbara, got Danae, Mark, Kathy. Having someone treat you like you don't matter. Having someone treat you like you don't matter. Why would you be with that person? It's going to happen. Oh my God. Is it a boss? Is it a family member? Is it someone that you can control the amount of time you spend around them? That is nothing more than a controller, and they don't want you to feel too good about yourself, because it's hard to keep you in the box when you feel good about yourself, when you have your own thoughts, your own personality. So having someone make you feel like you don't matter. You know what? You matter. And the reason I really feel that way is because you matter to God, and that's all that should matter to you. And so someone that treats you that way is disrespectful. And we're too old to do that. And when I say too old, I mean, hello, Robert. My brother just walked in. You just don't have to receive it. That's all. Don't take it on. Don't wear it. It is just so, and that takes a little practice. So, remember my 3 favorite words after the words I love you? And so what? Yeah. But, so when you're in a situation like that, you have to do your best to remove it or yourself from the situation. I'd love to talk to you more about that on a private level, because that is an interesting one, and I think a lot of people feel that way. But it's just a way of keeping you in your place. So don't worry about that. Have a seat, Robert. We're almost over. And I'm going to give away prizes, and then, bam, we're going to go home.
I got fish, 3 strawberry ice creams, and two wines.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Julianne Golden, how do I cope with not seeing a very dear friend because of COVID? The person's family won't let me come see my friend until it's almost gone in our city. It's so upsetting. Yes. But Julianne, so it is. Them's the rules on that person's household. And get yourself on whereby.com. That's the next best thing to being there. And the 2 of you can just sit side by side, and it's free. Whereby.com. And it's an awesome platform that I use for all the interviews that I do on the nighttime show. So you see us sitting next to each other, and it's like being there. It is so awesome. So though you have no control over that, you do have control over the fact that you have a cell phone, you have a computer, you can get that person live, sit next to them, visit, say all the things you want to say. They say all the things they want to say. And, not focus on the negative part, but what can you do about it? And that's what you can do about it. Visit them. Look up whereby.com. I'm going to go ahead and type it in the bottom so that you guys know what I'm talking about. Write a comment, okay? Whereby.com. Love it. It's so easy. So easy. Hopefully it'll make a little, there it is. Video meetings, video conferencing, and screen sharing. Okay, get this. It's free. The person you're calling does not have to have an account. You will get a link, and when you want to talk to them, you send that person your link in their email, and they press the link, and they are there with you. It says knock on the door. They push a button, it says so-and-so is knocking. You let them in and have a great conversation. It's like being there. So take control of that situation, Julianne Golden, and get yourself on Whereby and visit your friend. Do all the talking you want. Remember, we're only in control of so much, so be in control of it, as my mentor would say. Judith, don't know. Okay, Judith, your turn. Let's take a look at you. Judith, don't know. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I guess that was a dumb, I should already know how. All right. Prayer, peace. Prayer. Let me slow down. Peace. Fear. Worry. Prayer. Positive thinking. Sad. Scared. Tired, need sleep, nervous to go to the doctor, relieved, joy, keep busy, tired. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Judith, that's a lot of stuff. And so it's a one at a time tackle. This is like whoosh. And what would that make you feel like? Completely overwhelmed. So let's stay out of the overwhelm zone. Take it and break it down one at a time. Peace. What would that look like? How would you imagine that to get to you? Fear. What's the point? What are you afraid of? Is it real? Is it real? Most of the things we're afraid of never happen anyway, and that is true. But even if it did, so what? What are you going to do about it? It's a case by minute thing. Oh God, yes. I've woken up in cold sweats because, when at times when you own a company and 9/11 happens or the 2008 crash happens, and you think that, oh my gosh, what if I lose my company because the economy is tanking? Well, what could I do about it? That's what I sat down and realized. And so what I can do about it is make things more affordable so people also don't have to give up, nice skin, nice makeup. So that's why I do the 25% off during this time, because I know that that's going to help people and it's also going to help me. So I solved my own problem, and so it's really good. But it could happen to anybody, so you think ahead a little bit. Instead of being afraid, you go into proactive. What can I do to change this situation? So here we go. Prayer, always important. Gratitude, super important. Grateful for the things, great and small, especially small. Sad, scared, tired. Yeah. Well, the sad and scared and worry keep you up at night. So you better, we're going to play today, because one of my hypnosis program flash drive and my Broadway CD is on here. That's what this is for. And so that will help you a lot. My work is to get people out of the looping tape of scared, sad, tired, to get you out of that and into something else. Nervous to go to the doctor. Oh, I know. But it is going to be this, or it is going to be this, right? So, you're going there to get help. I don't know if you mean scared to go because you don't want to hear that you have COVID, or if you've been to the doctor over and over and they can't help you with the problem that you have. But better to know than not know. So I see a lot of scared. That's what I'm noticing. And ask yourself, what's the worst thing can happen? People that are afraid to fly, they say, I can't, when they come to me for hypnosis therapy on that, they say, I'm afraid to fly. Okay, how come? I don't know. Well, think about it. All right. That we're going to crash. Okay. You never know. Could happen. It's happened to some people, not very often. We're more dangerous in our cars, of course. But, so what if it crashed? Then what? And people would say, well, then I might die. And I'd say, okay, then what? And and so it's like you just have to talk your way through the and then what would happen. You wouldn't even know it. And most people are afraid of dying because they don't know what's after this. I'm lucky that I believe I do. But I think most people would just think that they'd miss all the people in their life and all that sort of thing. So those are really real thoughts. But you can't live your life being scared, or you won't do anything that will make you happy. So life is a high-risk sport. We're going to get hurt once in a while. It's okay. There's nothing we can't handle. There really isn't. There's a solution for every problem. My God, I have had to start over so many times. If I curled up in a ball, I wouldn't have been able to bounce back. And God dragged me kicking and screaming into a better life than I could imagine for myself. Need to, relieve joy, keep busy, tired. All right, those are all really good things, Judith. And they're all something that you can do something about. Identifying the thread of all these note and sticky notes is really the thing, because when you identify the through line of your fear, there's connectedness in that. And so when you can identify that fear, you realize that it's like a big monster under the bed. It's not really there. So it's worth exploring. Janie, thank you for your feedback. Wait a minute, I want to see this. Thank you, Janie. The sticky note exercise is very helpful. It points out what is floating to the front of my attention that I, at that moment, and then I can adjust. That is the whole point. Thank you. That's the whole point, adjusting your thoughts, because it adjusts your feelings, then it adjusts your health problems, and it's so awesome. Thank you for getting that, Janie. I really appreciate it. Told you you were smart. Okay, it points out what is floating to the front of my attention that I can adjust. I have a comfy home, assured employment, refresh retirement plan, family, friends, an embarrassment of riches sometimes, many blessings. The stickies remind me to turn off the news, escape into my books, hang with my kids, self-preservation activities. I lost 180 pounds, so I know I'm emotionally eating and what to do. Almost ready to get started getting rid of the pounds I've let creep back. So enjoy your shows. And got your hand sanitizer, and it's amazing. Really helps my hands. I abused them for so many years on the piano and organ. It's refreshing. Yes. Yeah, you lost 180 pounds, so you do know how to do this. And here's the thing about losing weight, at least in my experience over the 40 years of being an actress and having to keep my weight down or else, you know. So for me, you reach a point where you just can't take yourself anymore. You're just done. You know, you can't fit into your jeans, you can't get into your clothes, and you're sick of it. And you get so fed up with it that's the day you're going to do something about it. That's why I like the saying very much, the worst day of your life can be the best day of your life, because it's when you make the change. Remember, the change is easy. It's the leading up to the change that's hard. So don't be afraid of change. And we will do this. I have to do it, so we'll do it together. We'll figure out that plan. Thank you, Janie. Thank you so much for participating in all of the lovely things that you just said. Because I know sometimes people think, oh, well, that's easy to say. And yes, isn't that the truth? Easy to say, hard to do. But it's not hard. It's just adjusting your mind into saying, I need this for my life because I want my life to change. I'm ready. I'm ready to do that. So until you're ready, take it easy on yourself until you are ready. Okay, we only have a few more, so let's do that. And then give away prizes. Let's see. Bill Tiscalis. Let's see. Tiscalis. Let's see. Am I in the right? No, I'm not in the right thing. There we go. Doing these by myself is a challenge, but I don't want to miss them, so I do it. Let's see here. Judith, Brenda, my work teaching. Here we go. My work teaching, I think, and worry way too much about that, the way I look. Do you see my face? Do you know how real that is, that so many people feel that way? You've got to see yourself in a different way, all of you, because you're looking at yourself and and you're worried about people judging the way you look. I had this conversation with my brother last night, and what difference does it make what other people think about how you look? Now, that being said, the reason that I love my cosmetics business so much out of the many things that I do is because I know I'm going to change the way someone feels about the way they see themselves. And confidence comes from knowing that you look good. I can tell you that I have think thousands of faces in my face saying the same thing you are, and I'm looking at them, and all I see is possibilities. All I see is what I could do with that face, because everybody has great qualities that they can bring out. But this falls under the "and so what" category. Do it for you. Do it for you. I put my makeup on for me. I know it sounds selfish, but everyone else that gets to see it is a friend, it's their lucky day. What can I say? Because but I don't do it for anybody but me. And, when I look good, I feel good, and I perform better, and I can do everything better because I'm not thinking about how I look, because I know I did everything I could. And, with my techniques and products, I just bought $300 worth of makeup from a big shot makeup artist that has a line out. I wanted to love it so bad because I'm such a fan of the work. And it got here and I was like, I'm so excited because, maybe I'm going to get inspired by something. And the brushes were amazing. They were so expensive. No need. All right. But the makeup was just, And I put it on, and I had a show last night, and I put some of it on for the show, and I just didn't feel like myself. I mean, at all. I didn't feel like myself. So I thought, oh, shoot, it's the makeup. I know that sounds silly, and I remember Jamie Lee Curtis giving an interview in More magazine, and she went on the cover with no makeup on, and it was like, if that's what you want to do. And she was saying it drove her crazy that infomercials about beauty things were saying, that this is going to change your life. And she just said that was just nonsense. Well, I disagree. As a person who owns and has 25,000 clients who write me letters to tell me how they feel about themselves and how other people react to their new beauty, well, I realize that it actually can change your life. So, Brenda, you're on the right track, because I know you got your hair colored by my brother. You're using my makeup. Stop thinking about how you look. You look great. Just know that. It's all up here. And I'm very excited that you found us and that we found you. And I'm sure that you are a great teacher. But do you or do you not feel more confident when you are teaching, when you know you look absolutely great? And you do. I've seen the pictures, baby. I go to your Facebook page. All right? Don't give credence to people about what they think about your looks. Be happy with the way you look, and everyone will see you differently. And that is the truth. Thank you for sharing that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we have time for a few more that I'm giving stuff away. And we will pick this up on another day. Oh gosh, I keep losing you, Bill Tiscalis. Let's see here, my little Greek friend. Here we go. Going in. I see you. I'm in. Let's do this. My work teaching, I think. Oh, that's Brenda. You see how it goes? Okay, Bill. We can never comprehend how you and Todd feel, but we thank you both for sharing your stories and memories with us. Carrie meant so much to so many. I know, that is so true. She left a legacy of amazing sayings, which you sent them to me today, and I hadn't seen a few of them, so I really appreciate that. It's really important to my husband to leave to keep his legacy of his sister and his mother going. They were his world, and they were in his charge since he was 14 years old. He was the man of the family. And so for that reason, he feels like he has to fix things and fix everybody and help people. And so he's gotten really burnt by that because not everybody is appreciative or good. Both of us have picked up people that were literally had nowhere to go, nowhere to live, gave them a job, put them in our house, in our guest house, or gave them a salary. They didn't have to pay for food or electricity. I can't tell you how many times. We've had them turn around and sue us because we had to let them go for one reason or another. And it hurts. To the bottom of your soul, it hurts. So, you have to learn to pick yourself up and and just realize that you do your best, and you know what you've done for somebody, and it's their karma, not yours, because that's the only way that I could get through it. I did what I thought. I did what I thought was best, that it would help them, and in return it would also help me. But that it's heartbreaking. So one of the things that I've learned to do is just be really more cautious about when I interview people for a job. And the other thing is that the job of keeping their legacies alive is what makes Todd happy. And when you love somebody, you want them to be happy, and they want you to be happy. It should be a two-way street. So it's really our pleasure to keep their legacy alive and show their clips and talk about them, and it's healing for him, because he loved those girls. He loved them. All right, so I think we're almost done for tonight. And if I didn't get to yours for some reason, if I didn't see it, believe me, we will get to it. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good for now. Okay, so that is done. Did you enjoy that? Did you learn anything? Did I waste my time? Did I waste yours? I hope not. But I think it's always good. It's the little things that teach us the most. And just remember, you have everything inside of you. I always tell you to heal yourself. And sometimes it's just a little guidance. And again, take the best and leave the rest. Now, I'm in the mood for a numbers game. How about you? I really think that that's going to be good. All right, so let's do this. My rooster's still sitting here. Do you want to see him before I go to the games? Do you want to see him? I don't know if he's going to like this, but let's try. Hi, baby. Hello. I know you don't know me. I know. Well, there you went, all over the rooster. He's like sitting right on my desk. I just hope I didn't break you. You guys still there? You still there? Oh, you are still there. Good. Here we go. You're going to meet my fella, my new one. Okay. Whew, that scared me. Lots of flapping wings. Okay, we're going to try this one more time, getting you put back in there. All right, awesome. Okay, now how about this? We're going to just, no, I gotcha. He's just been so zen, but you know what? If he's going to be my rooster, he's going to have to learn to let me just pick him up and look at him. Do you see? Look at that pretty boy. Look at those pretty feathers right there. He says, thank you. See, something to love. That's what makes me happy. Oh, yes. And he had a rough day today, didn't you, buddy? Did you have a rough day? All right. I'm going to put him back on his little blanket. And then we're going to give away stuff. I just wanted you to get oh no. I just wanted to give you a good look at my boy, because he is a sight to behold. Okay, here we go. Putting you back up on the tripod. I won't be trying any more of those stunts anymore. All right, so I'm going to give you, get some glasses on. I'm going to give you, oh, I can see everybody. Well, sort of. Okay, so I'm going to give you, let's see what people are saying. Oh, he's sweet. I can't imagine that be tame unless they really felt safe. Well, he hasn't had time to get to know me. I've only had him a few hours. So right now he's settled right back next to me at my desk, which is so sweet. Okay, now I'm going to go look here, because this is where I'm going to be. Oh, no. Okay, we're still in the air? Yes, we are. Okay. All right, let me get you back here. Okay, I'm going to, where'd all my stuff go? Okay, my board is down here. And my pen is right here. All right, here we go. You ready? All right, so what is the first prize? And then we're going to be done, and I am going to go make dinner, or that's my hope. Okay, beauty. Now, if you are a guy and you win something, all you have to do is just private. I'm looking at him because he's staring at me. I'm sorry. Poor little man. So if you win something and it's a girly thing that you don't want, then just tell me in the private message and we will figure out a prize that will make you happy, okay? All right, now I'd like to say with every prize that we send out, we are going to be sending you an autographed picture of Todd and I, all right, for the Cat and Todd live show. And I'm going to start here now. Now, what do I have on here? Do I have, oh, I have feathers in. Okay, I'm gonna take the feather out. It's an earring, okay. And I'm going to show you, like I showed last night, these are cool. See, they're swingers, but they're not the Sparkle Plenty, and they're not on the website yet, but this is, you know, from my makeup line. This is from my jewelry line. I'm not even sure what I'm going to call them, but they're teardrop, and they have stones. Let me see if I can get the light on them. Tiny little crystals in there. But I love them because they've got movement. And so that's the first prize. And of course you get the Cat and Todd picture signed by us. So you get this and this. And that is the prize, the teardrop. So let's play this game, shall we? Here we go. All right, so I don't think I have, you know what, I do. Stephanie Lloyd, are you out there? Because if you are, you can help me. I'm going to private message you. I'm going to, actually, I can't text you because I'm using that phone, but I'm going to private message you right now. Private message you the first number I am about to, let's see, Stephanie, all right. There you go, Stephanie, and here we go. Yes, here we go. All right, Steph, if you are out there, I'm sending you the number. All right, I'm sending you the number for that I'm going to pick. And if you guys have played this game with me before, you know what it is. You just guess the number I'm guessing in my head, which is a 2-digit number. Let me make sure Stephanie got that. The 2-digit number is between, the 2-digit number that I'm thinking of is in between. Let me make sure Steph got that. And of course, it's just gonna be the first one I see. It's between 50 and 60. 50 and 60. And I am sending that to you right now, that number between 50 and 60. All right, let's get down here. I'm so happy to see all of you. Okay, let's see. I have not seen it. Everyone thought that this was in my hair, these feathers. All right, I have not seen it yet. Not yet. Yes, there it is. I see it. Let's see. Stephanie is checking now. I'm looking back because we are talking on instant message. All right. I am seeing Julie Peasley, and she is seeing Kathy Winkler. So Kathy Winkler and Julie Peasy, you are both going to get a pair of the sparkles on that. You're gonna get the earrings. So great, sweet, Kathy Winkler or Julie Peasy, because we got two different people. And to me, the only fair thing to do is give it to you both. Okay, the second thing I love, now let's see if I can get these out, because I'm going to hang up the second ones. I just got these in, the ones I'm gonna show you, and they are so cool. Let's see here. All right, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get these off in a timely fashion. Oh yes, I can, hold on. All right, Kathy Winkler, I'm just gonna save these for you because rumor has it you may be coming here. And if that's the case, let me know and I will save your earrings for you because you know I'm going to have to meet you. You've been a Facebook friend for many years and we've never met. So, all right, so I'm putting the second ones on, and they are really cool. I'm keeping a pair for myself. They're just unusual, and I love swingy earrings. I think they make, you know, your jawline look longer, like anything else when you wear. Okay, so these are cool. Look at these. Are they cool or what? So it's alloy, which is even better than silver because in my mind, because it doesn't turn, and wood. And they're super light. All of them are. They're super light. Aren't they cool? They swing when you wear them, and they make your face look longer when you wear longer earrings. So I don't even name them yet. They're going up on the site tomorrow because I've got to get Dora to photograph them. But aren't they beautiful? They have so much movement, and they're super light. Love, 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 love. So let's do this again. Uh-oh, let me just see what I did here. All right, here we go. I am thinking of, and I want to just write Stephanie real quick so we can see. Stephanie, the number is that. Okay, I am thinking of a 1-digit number between 1 and 9. 1-digit number between 1 and 9. 1-digit number between 1 and 9. So let's see here. Oh, good. People like them. Okay. I love Linda Factor. I love this. I need those. I need those. I'm looking on. Hold on. I'm looking. This is interesting to do by yourself, I'll tell you that. I don't think I've seen it yet, and I'm going to. Okay, let's see if it's up here. I love this. I need those. I love it. It sounds just like me. I haven't seen it yet. I know Stephanie has not seen it yet either, because I've got nothing from her in here. All right, still waiting, so go. Stephanie, I'm waiting for you. I'm gonna look here. Amazing. Okay, look what other people are doing because we haven't seen it yet. Getting there. Between 1 and 9. Let's see. Kind of concentrate on what I'm concentrating on, and that will help you. Yeah. Stephanie hasn't gotten it yet either. Okay, she's got somebody. Let's see if I got somebody too, because they do go by fast. I hear you, little man. He's making little noises. Okay, let's see. Good to see all you here. All right. Dina Fulmer, I got the same one. Dina Fulmer, you are the recipient of the really cool earrings. I love these. I tried them on the other day because I wasn't sure what they were going to look like. You never know till you see the finished product, and oh, I love it so much. So Dina Fulmer, you are the winner of those earrings. I love this. Sweet. Okay, so we have 2. Now let's do this. The third thing is going to be a $25 gift certificate. Now we have gift certificates that we were donated by some of our amazing clients and people in this room, but we're going to do those on the nighttime show. So we have, I'm donating a $25 gift certificate to catcosmetics.com, catcosmetics.com. Should you win it and you love these earrings, you could get them. Should you win it and you love the face cream, you can get it. Should you get it, because remember, we are having a sale. So $25 gift certificate could go a long way. All right, so I'm gonna take this number and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send it to Stephanie. No, let's see. And remember, if you win and you've never won before, that you have to send me, private message me your address. Dina, you have won before, so that's good. Kathy, you have 2. I'm thinking of 2 numbers between 90 and 100. Between 90 and 100. So let's get started. Let's see, between 90 and 100. You guys are so good to each other. It makes my heart happy. Between 90 and 100. Let's see here. Okay. I haven't seen it. Between 90 and 100. Okay. Stephanie's typing. Oh, I see. I see one on mine. Let's see if it's the same person. Yes, it is. Heather Tanchuk. Heather Tanchuk 91 was the answer. Thank you so much. We both got you first. So this is great. Thank you, Stephanie Lloyd, for doing this with me. My bestie. Okay, so here we go. You are the winner. What was the prize? What was the prize? What was the prize, Heather? You won something. Something really cool. Well, anyway, Stephanie's probably writing these down, so I will get it. And Heather, why don't you just go ahead and PM me, and then I can tell what it was. Okay. Those of you who are having trouble sleeping, have anxiety, want to lose weight, want to stop smoking, or want to spiritually reconnect with prayer, and or if you just want to hear me sing on my Broadway CD, all of that is on Catherine Hickland Mind Amazements. And this is all really good. You cannot listen to the hypnosis programs in your car or operating heavy machinery because you are going to relax, you will close your eyes, you will feel really good and get some great sleep. So that is the next prize. And of course, as I mentioned, every prize that we send out today goes out with a autographed picture of me and Todd. Okay, so good luck, everybody. I am going to, let's see, all right. So I am writing a number. It is a 2-digit number, but I'm going to, don't start guessing yet because I want to give you the parameters. Here we go. Oh, a $25 gift certificate. That was Heather Tanchuk, good. A $25 gift certificate is also the next prize for you. Okay, here we go. Oh shoot, I just sent it to her. The number I'm thinking of is a 2-digit number. It is between 60 and 70. 60 and 70. So 60 and 70. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Debbie Star Jackson, you can use it in your phone. You have to download it on your computer and then download it into your phone. That's how you have to do that. Good night, Linda Factor. Good night, my love. I'll see you on Monday night. Yes, those pineapples are mesmerizing. I'm still trying to find more. Okay. I haven't seen it yet. Neither has Stephanie, has not seen it yet. Oh yes. Wouldn't it just be true? Both of us got Debbie Rouse. And this number, Debbie, the Little Ripper says, congratulations. 69 was the number, and Debbie Rouse was the winner. $25 gift certificate and a picture of Todd and I signed to you. Debbie Rouse is our Australian rep for Cat Cosmetics. So, you know, I love her, and I think that that's really great. Thank you, Debbie. You can use that. That'll pay for shipping. That's how crazy it is to send this makeup to other countries. But I'm grateful to you, Debbie, because I got all my Aussie ladies because of you. All right, next. Ooh, who couldn't use one of these? Oh, yes. That's right. 9 brushes designed by yours truly. Absolutely amazing brush set. I think there's some powder in this one because it's our the one we used to show on TV. So you will get one just like this, and it is an amazing brush set. And of course, it also comes with an autographed picture of Todd and I. So there you go. Debbie Rouse, I just realized this is what you were for the gift certificate. Okay, Stephanie's taking care of these other details. When you're doing this, it is so hard to keep your mind focused on one thing. Especially when you're ADD, it's almost impossible, but I've got some little secrets for it. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna make this really simple. My pen is running out of ink. All right, well, it's good enough. I'm thinking of a number, and there you go. I'm sending it to you now, Steph, and the number is between 1 and 10. 1 and 10. 1 and 10. Yes, I will. Debbie Rouse, I will donate your gift card to Amy Carr because she is having some times. And I'm aware of that. And that is that's the most loving thing. Amy Carr, if you're still here, you will be getting a gift certificate from Debbie Rouse for $25. And Amy, I hope you're still here. I will text you on the private messenger if you're not. Let's see. Oh, I see someone. Let's see if she's saying the same one. I'm seeing the same one. Yeah, I'm seeing one. Stephanie, let me know if it's the same one you see. I think it's great when she sees the same person as I do because we're on different devices. Helen Barrett. Helen Barrett, you are the winner of the brush set, which is really nice. And the number, of course, was 1. All right. Helen Barrett, you are the winner. I love this. Okay. Do I have one more thing I'm going to do? One more thing. Let me look. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay. The next thing I'm going to give, which I love, is one of my favorite products. It's called Candle Glow. Remember, it will also come with a picture of Todd and I autographed. Candle Glow is something I use on my bare skin. After I put on moisturizer, I put this on. If I'm not going to wear any makeup, because it gives my life, it gives my face some life. And if I have makeup on, which I do, I'm going to show you what I do with it. So I can put it on my face, and what it does, now I have a ring light in front of me because I'm sitting in a dark room and one ring light, but if you can see what this does, it just lights up my face. Of course, I can't see it very well, but it makes my skin look glowy, not sparkly. That's for teenagers. Kitty cat don't make that for teenagers. I like to make, no, I don't like making things for the younger people because they don't need us. So everything, my skincare is made for the women 40 and over who have dry skin. But look at that. Did I just give myself a glow? I did. So that is it. Angel Glow. That is from Cat Cosmetics. Everything you're seeing is there. And remember, if you like anything that you want to buy, remember that we are having a 25% off sale. The code is called WeCare, WECARE. WeCare. All right. And all these things that you're seeing jewelry-wise, I'll be putting up probably tomorrow afternoon after they're photographed if you liked any of them. And here we go. I'm going to think of a number. Oh, I just realized. Okay. I don't have to think of a number, do I? I can think of a fact, and you can write that down. right, this person taught me how to swim when I was a girl, and that was a big thrill to me. He was a friend of the family. I'm giving you hints, but I don't know if you've ever read any of these, but there's some good hints. I grew up watching him on television, so imagine when he came to our house and taught me how to swim, and I was just I was like, oh my God. And the only way I can describe him to you is that he was the first Tarzan on TV when I was a little girl, and I just thought he was great. And I am a pretty good swimmer because of him, so Evel Knievel. No, but I did work for him. David Hasselhoff, Jama Mullane. Okay, let's see. All right, so he was the first Tarzan on television when I was a little girl. And Jack LaLanne, I loved him. Remember, just think, who was the first Tarzan? Yes, okay, we've got it. Yes. I'm waiting for confirmation. I'm waiting for confirmation. I've got mine. I've got mine. Actually, here we go. Steph is looking. You know, a lot of you got it too. Hey, Denise Falconer Smith. How are you? I miss you. Okay, so you guys, this is going to be a tight one. I'm waiting for Stephanie to. Oh, I need a last name, Steph. I love that. What you just, okay. I'm waiting for you to give me a last name because, all right. It looks like for me, there's two that came in at the same time. Right, okay. All right, that's the one I got too, and I got another one exactly at the same time. So we're gonna have two winners. One is Maxine Moody. Congratulations, Max. You are going to love this product. Maxine Moody, you are one of the winners, and the one that came in at the exact same time as you is Barbara Hammond, and this is Johnny Weissmiller. So see, you all got it. Yep, he taught me how to swim when I was about 5 or 6 years old. He would stay at our house when he would come to get his teeth worked on, because my dad was an aesthetic dentist. So he did a lot of the people in Hollywood. Congratulations, Barbara Hammond, and also Maxine Moody, and everybody else who won. And you know what? I had a good time today. Thank you so much for coming. It's always fun to learn stuff about ourselves, isn't it? I do think so anyway. I mean, we'll learn till they plant us. That's what I always say. So I will see you guys, I think, on Monday night with Todd. And so we will have lots of giveaways, and we've got gift certificates from some of you. And Deborah Rouse, thank you so much. I will contact Amy Carr if she's not still here. How generous of you. Thank you, everybody, for being so good, and for your friendship and trust. All right? So I'll see you Monday night. I love you to pieces. That's just the way it goes. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend.